Thank you, Mr. President. And Senators, I am pleased to present Senate Concurrent Resolution 65, commemorating this week, the week of September 3rd through September 9th, Military and Veteran Suicide Prevention and Awareness Week in the state of California. In doing so, this resolution endeavors to promote awareness of the problem of suicide and the specific issues facing active duty service members and veterans. Suicide is a serious and tragic public health problem that can be prevented through increased awareness, resources, and proper treatment. Suicide affects all Americans, but data shows that active duty service members and veterans die by suicide at much higher rates than the civilian population at large. Members, most of you are familiar with the number 22, as in the average number of veterans who die by suicide in our country on a daily basis. Last year in this very chamber, many of you joined my friend, the senator from Orinda, in a campaign known as the 22 Push-Up Challenge to honor our military service members and veterans and to raise awareness about the epidemic of veteran suicides. To help put into perspective how startling the number 22 is, consider this. Over the course of the 14-year conflicts in Iraq and Afghanistan, there have been over 6,000 service members lost in combat. However, during that same time frame, out of a veteran population of over 22 million veterans in the U.S., roughly 112,000 veterans have died by committing suicide. That figure should be unnerving to all of us. We must directly confront this tragic trend, which is taking the lives of those who have most heavily borne the burden of protecting and serving their country, not just in the most recent wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, but among Vietnam-era veterans as well, many of whom are acting on trauma that was never addressed following the completion of their own service decades ago. SCR 65 is part of a broader effort to raise awareness about the epidemic of suicide facing the military and among veterans, and encourages active duty service members, veterans, service providers, advocates, and the people of the state of California to work together to continue to educate the public on how to recognize the warning signs and improve the outreach to and treatment of individuals at risk for suicide. Members, I ask you to join me in honoring our active duty service members and veterans for their valor and for the sacrifices they have made to preserve our freedoms and to keep our country safe. I would like to thank and commend my many colleagues who have signed on as co-authors, and I respectfully ask for your aye vote today.